be what happens when you stop following the script or stop, when you try to get bigger than the people who put you on or try to, like do business without them pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't gonna like that shit and they the ones who put you on. So if you try to go against that or try to, pretty much do shit without them, they ain't gonna like that shit. But we gonna just jump straight into this Lil Wayne video real quick.
That stuff, I got when I was 11, Twist. I loved it. I ain't never pressed charge. I'ma do you like baby them did me.
What do you mean by that?
Big facts. Now we know what he mean by that, but what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll never forget that
Then that
day.
Then that grin he had, my nigga talking about he ain't gonna never forget that day. I bet.
Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas and shit too in that bit. I never forget the word. Suck Lil Wayne, let
What?
I was a different man.
Hey, and if you ain't never seen that video of Birdman on stage with some other artists, it was the Hot Boys artists, I guess that's who it was. And they was on stage. That nigga Birdman was inviting straight niggas up. So the other people in the group was like, hold on, nah, we gotta get some females up here. Where the females at? That nigga Birdman was talking about where the niggas at and shit. Trying to invite straight niggas up on the stage and shit.
And after that,
Talking about, I like that, or we like some shit. He said something like that. I was like,
Lil
whoa.
Wayne. After that, yeah.
He also gonna be talking about gematria at the end of these videos too. And cold shit in.
Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Script, back with another episode of The Doors to Success. And today we're exploring the career of legendary hip hop artist and rapper Lil Wayne. For those new, I have this series on my channel exploring the lives of rap artists, focusing on the darker.
So hold on, one more time, one more pause. Well, it ain't gonna be one more pause. Let me not say that, but one more quick pause, real quick, before the video actually start. Now this video, the reason I'm playing this one first is because this is what happens when you stay in good standing with them, with the organizations or the elite, whoever, you feel me? When you stay in good standings with them, you pretty much stay like Lil Wayne, the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, on top. I don't think he never really went against the grain or never really spoke out about anything. So, you know what I'm saying, he stayed loved. He stayed like, you know what I'm saying, the GOAT in music, so to say, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying, he never really had no problems. He just pretty much kind of did what they wanted him to do, or, you know what I'm saying, he followed the script all the way through. It was never really no problems with Lil Wayne. I don't think he never really came out and tried to like be discreet saying something, or, you know what I'm saying, like exposing the industry type shit. So this video right here I started off with first is because, you know what I'm saying, this is what happens when, you know what I'm saying, you stay relevant, you know what I'm saying, you're doing what you can to stay in good standings in Hollywood, you feel me?
Sides of their rise. Check out my playlist for more videos unpacking this concept.
Then the NLE Chopper video is gonna be about you know what I'm saying, what you gotta do type shit, the doors that you can go through, or that at least he took too as well. And then of course the Tory Lanez is what happens when you stop following the script.
But in a nutshell, DJ Vlad's 2014 interview with Nori laid it bare. Nori explained the rap game in a way that confirmed our suspicions, that as artists hit the peak of their stardom, they're presented a series of doors, each offering different paths. Door 1 is the independent grind, hustling solo against the industry's machine. Door 2, what Nori referred to as the fruity activities, tied to humiliation rituals or compromising moments that make you question one's character. Or door number 3, The Sacrifice, where rumors swirl about losing someone close to lock in that spotlight. But before we explore the doors Lil Wayne has seemingly walked through, let's set the stage with a quick backstory. After all, it's Weezy F baby. Who doesn't know him already?
And like I said, he's in very good standing pretty much with him, I feel like. So I think he might have did all the above besides the independent route. He took every other door but the independent route.
Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., known to the world as Lil Wayne, was born on September 27, 1982, in the heart of New Orleans, Louisiana, in the gritty Holly Grove neighborhood of the 17th Ward. This impoverished area shaped his early life, filled with both struggle and resilience. His mother, Jacita Carter, a cook, was just 19 when she gave birth, raised him after his biological father, Dwayne Carter, divorced her when Wayne was only 2 and left the family. Wayne found a true father figure in his stepfather, Reginald Rabbit McDonald, whose memory he honors with a tattoo after McDonald's tragic death. As an only child, his mother was able to ensure he would excel academically. He was enrolled in a gifted program at Lafayette Elementary School and later attended Eleanor McMain Secondary School, where he was an honor student and a drama club member, even playing the Tin Man in a school production of The Wiz.
One thing I gotta say is pretty much everybody in Hollywood is actors. Whether they a rapper, ball player, singer, whatever. Pretty much everybody in the industry is actors as well. Because most of them took, like you just heard, they have either done acting before or they doing acting while, you know what I'm saying, now pretty much. Because they pretty much have to act like they not doing no crazy shit behind doors, or act like, you know what I'm saying, they not pretty much all the conspiracy theories that's out there, you know what I'm saying, or did have to act like they didn't sell they soul over to the, you know what I'm saying, you know, to the industry type shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So, and not only that, a lot of them is actors on not even their character, the way they portray themselves. A lot of them act like they came from the streets and gangster and all that shit, but that's really an act as well, because a lot of them, like you just heard, came from good schools and shit. Motherfucker, what they call that motherfucker?
At Eleanor McMain Secondary School, where he was an honor student and he was enrolled in a gifted program.
Look, gifted programs and shit. Or, you know what I'm saying, they yeah, most of them wasn't really, most of them came from like not public, but private school. Some of them came from private schools. If they did go to a public school, most likely they was not really like that. Just like the 21 Savage story. And there's a lot of them. I didn't say this in all my other videos. They either come into the industry pure looking and innocent, and then turn to this dark demonic or trying to be, you know what I'm saying, tough person later on down the road, because that's what they image switched up, like Drake, for example. Or motherfucking they already come into the industry as like this tough character, or they probably actually was living that lifestyle. But even if they was, they still was in that group. They still part of that family line, because mostly everybody in the industry is related, whether they cousins, brothers, whatever. Most of everybody in the industry is related, bro. So either way it goes, they all some goddamn actors too.
The Tin Man in a school production of The Wiz. But his path wasn't without pain. At 12 in 1994, Wayne faced a life-altering moment when he
And they have to come up with the pretty much have to, but they come up with these backstories on how they grew up and how it was as a kid. That's why a lot of artists in different interviews, they'll say, just like this Lil Wayne, when he so-called shot himself, even if he did, how is you switching up the story every time you tell it? First, his name, the cop name that saved him or some shit was like Bob or something. And then the second name he said in another interview was like John or some shit. Two typical typical names that a nigga would say when you making up a name or shit. John, Bob, motherfucking, who else? Chris or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Just little, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they have to come up with you notice they always got these rags to riches ass story, every single one of them. And I mean, of course you'll be like, of course, because I mean it was poor and then they finally made. No, the way they explain, they all somehow say that I traveled out to New York, or the main one, I traveled out to Las Vegas or LA, and you know what I'm saying, I was just doing different jobs there or living out of my car, and then next thing you know, I went up to the damn record studio or whatever, or I seen this famous person and told them to listen to my song or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, or just, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere my song, something just happened, boom, and you know, mysteriously I just got to where I am now, you know what I'm saying, or type shit, you know what I'm saying, I made it. You know what I'm saying? They all give some type of story like that. Or I went up to New York and, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I met a couple friends down there, you know, they was connected with the industry and, you know what I'm saying? They was helping me. There's always some stories like
accidentally shot himself with a 9mm handgun, a wound so severe he later revealed it was an attempted suicide. An off-duty police officer, Robert Hubler, saved his life by rushing him to the hospital. By 15, Wayne left Marion Abramson Senior High School to pursue a GED, a decision spurred by his mother's discovery of a gun in his school bag and his growing focus on music. Music was Wayne's salvation and passion from a young age. At just 8, he wrote his first rap song showcasing a natural talent that would soon change his life. In the summer of '91, a 9-year-old Wayne met Brian Baby Williams, better known as Birdman, the founder of Cash Money Records. Birdman saw something special in the young rapper and signed him as the label's youngest artist. Wayne began his professional career as part of the BGs, a duo with fellow New Orleans rapper BG, then known as Lil Doogie. By 1996, he joined the Hot Boys, a group with Cash Money label mates Juvenile, BG, and Turk. The Hot Boys took the hip-hop world by storm with albums like Get It How You Live and the platinum-selling Guerrilla Warfare. Their single Bling Bling featured on BG's Chopper City in the Ghetto, and Wayne's appearance on Juvenile's Back That Ass Up became defining moments, showcasing his lyrical skills. In 1999, Wayne stepped into the spotlight with his solo debut, The Block Is Hot, which went platinum and marked him as a rising star. Though his next albums Lights Out and 500 Degrees saw less commercial success, Wayne's career soared again with his innovative mixtape series. Starting with The Drought in 2003, these mixtapes, often released for free online, redefined the format and highlighted his relentless work ethic and rapid-fire delivery by rapping over other artists' hit beats and dominating them on their own tracks. By 2005, Wayne's influence grew as he became president of Cash Money Records and founded Young Money Entertainment, a label that would launch the careers of superstars like Drake and Nicki Minaj. At this point in Wayne's career, he was on a serious hot streak with no signs of slowing down. He dropped the Carter II in 2005, marking his 5th studio album, but it was the Carter No. 3, his 6th album and 3rd installment in the Carter series, that became his biggest commercial success. The album sold over 8 million copies and earned him his first Grammy wins, including Best Rap Album and Best Rap Song for his smash hit, Lollipop, featuring Static Major, a key figure we'll dive into shortly. But like I said, this was just a quick backstory, the rest for Wayne is history. So without further ado, let's dive into door number 1 and let you be the judge of whether or not he went through it or not.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant
He went through
open universe where you can do
By now, I'm sure most Lil Wayne fans have seen those videos and pics of Birdman and Lil Wayne kissing. From that O2 Rap City appearance,
I got my son right here. Okay. Special delivery too. He was a special delivery. You all right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Lack. How you doing, Wayne? Big Stone. Everything good? My bad. Everything good? My bad.
That's pretty gay.
to Wayne's comments on BET years later.
I gotta ask, ladies, I got y'all up here. So when you kiss a girl, right? Do they
I'm not a person he
break her
kissed.
teeth?
That's how I roll.
Like he said, we gonna let you decide though. But me, yeah, he went through that though. Then he gonna show the other though later.
Well, that's nobody else, man. We roll like that.
Okay, now.
Ain't no freak.
Okay, that's...
We just roll like that. That's my son. I raised him, you heard
I'm
me?
gonna leave that one alone.
All the way to that infamous photo floating around the web. It's no surprise those two are super tight. Birdman calls it a father-son bond, but let's keep it real. He ain't Wayne's biological pops, so it's really just two grown dudes smacking lips.
That's gay.
Now, I'm just saying, artists often end up doing some wild, fruity shit on these labels, and somehow it catapults them to new heights. It doesn't always pan out that way for every artist, but for Wayne, his close tie with Birdman has clearly fueled his career. Even through their messy disputes over money and personal drama, they still stay tight to this day.
Man. And if you be like, nah, this still can't be true, bro. Artists don't do that. I don't know if I can even find it because I forgot the artist's name, but it was like a young thug, Lil Wayne lookalike trying to be rapper, mostly Young Thug, but he was wearing a dress and shit. You know that one dance where they get on the floor, they bounce up and down and do their hands like that. He was pretty much on the floor like that, bouncing up and down, trying to look hard in a fucking dress, and then started sucking on the tip of the gun, bro. A female was like holding it, and I know y'all remember that artist. If I don't even remember the name or the video, bro. But yeah, if you seen that, you can't tell me that artists don't. And then not only that, if you go just do your research on every artist, and you know what I'm saying, and what, you know what I'm saying, the backstory. But not only that, or you know what I'm saying, just what they did in public. You know what I'm saying. Because a lot of this shit, just like this interview and shit, they was doing this shit. You feel me? But, and the other door as well, because he gonna talk about Static Major and how that was probably Lil Wayne's sacrifice. He was Lil Wayne's sacrifice. Go look, just go search up these rappers and search who the people that didn't died around them. And then look at the time it happened, right before they went platinum or at the same time they went platinum or blew the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just like the baby. How the fuck your dad die soon as your shit go platinum? Mariah Carey, I think she killed her mom or some shit like that. Sacrificed her mom and sister. Her sister was, I think, recently. Maybe, I don't know, but bro, just go look. Just go look at these artists and just do some research around them and who all done died. To do it, to even get fame like you, or to continue the fame within the family, you have to, or pretty much, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you have to give up something, a sacrifice, you feel me, a loved one. I said in one of my older videos that there was some, of course, but there was some indigenous Indian tribes that used to play around with, you know what I'm saying, the black magic or the dark side of magic. I got a video coming about this too, but you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, but they used to like say they shaped like they would turn into a animal, like when it was time for war or something. They would like go into these caves or something. That would, you know what I'm saying, just go somewhere and do like, you know what I'm saying, their little ritual, whatever, and then turn into that some sort of, I guess you could say, like a spirit animal, but they would like spirit animal, but they would like transform into, you know what I'm saying? So when they go into that battle, they could get, I guess, extra power or some shit. But also when they did like them type of rituals, or when they did rituals, you know what I'm saying, it was another one, I forgot how, so I ain't gonna even, you know what I'm saying, try to explain it. But there was this one, and I forgot, I think his name is Peter Santanello or something like that, Santello or something, and he a YouTuber, and he go around, you know what I'm saying, just vlogging, you know what I'm saying, all the cultures and shit. He did a whole lot of indigenous Indians and the Comanche, the Apache and all that shit. And that's what they was explaining in it. And yeah, pretty much they said after you do that, you wouldn't directly lose somebody then, or you wouldn't, sometimes they do sacrifice them up then, but you wouldn't directly, like, you know what I'm saying, just hand them over like hog tied to a stick, like how they be showing in videos sometimes, or, you know what I'm saying, like movies and shit, you know what I'm saying. But those, I'm pretty sure they do those type of, you know what I'm saying. But no, it was more so like later on down the line, something would happen, like maybe get into a car wreck, you know what I'm saying, just like the Anthony Joshua shit, or motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, just later on down the line, something will happen to them, but not directly then when you do the shit, the ritual or sacrifice.
Now, with a 13-year age gap and Birdman meeting Lil Wayne when he was just 9, there's always been rumors swirling that Birdman was grooming him. Those pics and videos sure don't help quiet that narrative.
I'ma do you like baby them did me.
Then again, Birdman addressed this a few times, like on Tim Westwood TV in 2009, saying, quote,
That's my son, you hear me? If he was right here, I'd kiss him again. You hear me? I kiss my daughter, I kiss my other son. I think people just took that too far, man, you know?
It must have frustrated you as well, because he was like, come on, man. And he was like, you know.
Listen, I kiss my son too, but not on the motherfucking lips. I kiss him on the cheek. Maybe the forehead or something, maybe. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not on the motherfucking lips, my nigga. And Lil Wayne ain't even your real fucking son, bro.
It's my son, man. I'll do it again, do it tomorrow. I'll kill for him, ride for him, and die for him.
Fast forward to 2021 on Revolt's Big Facts podcast, he was asked about those same clips and pics, and here's what he said.
So I'm writing an essay on cats. Cats in art history. I'm an art history major.
A while back, there was a situation where you and Wayne had like a kiss thing going on.
Facts.
So yeah, so like they wanted to know like what the deal was with that.
First of all, my own born son,
Yes.
I would kiss him.
Right.
I know you got a child, you probably kiss him. You probably got a son and you kiss him.
Yeah.
You heard me? I always looked at Wayne as my son, and I always looked at it like, because I was in the streets, and I thought this might be the last time they ever see me.
Damn.
Because I was living like that.
Right.
So I was like, that's what that shit really started from. Because I thought that every night I leave, I might not never come back.
Yeah.
And I always today look at Wayne as my child.
However, no matter what Birdman says, his actions always speak louder. And there's nothing more telling than that one time when he demanded security to bring some dudes on stage while
This is the video I was talking about. You gonna show it. When I watched it was like a couple days ago, so I don't remember exactly everything in these videos, but yeah, I guess
Hot Boys had a little intermission trying to set up a twerk contest with some ladies.
I'm gonna show you what type nigga I am, right? These niggas right here been bucking with me all night. I want y'all to come up here and fuck with me.
Come on, let them niggas up here.
Y'all 3, y'all 4, right? Yeah, all y'all come up here and fuck with a nigga. It's cool like that. You heard me?
What's
Look,
up?
Trey,
What's up?
what's wrong with her?
Come on, you wanna come up here?
Fuck that. What
You
a
wanna come
hot
up here?
girl said, man.
You gonna shake?
Look, if you ask me, it all feels pretty sus. But no matter his undeniable hits, it seems clear to me at least that Lil Wayne opened this door to success. But hold up, aside from that weird relationship those two got going on, we gotta dive into Lil Wayne's rock phase. After dropping Rebirth in 2010, a rap rock experiment many still call his worst album, Wayne swerved hard from his usual sound. His fashion started shifting too. And keep in mind, back in 2011, things weren't nearly as out there as they were now. So when Wayne rolled up in leopard print, skin-tight women's jeggings, it set off a media frenzy. Folks were speculating, and even back then, people like myself were saying it.
And I had talked about that leopard print in one of my, I think it was my last video, and what the symbolism of that means, and at least for women in the industry. I'm pretty sure it maybe might mean something sort of similar for men.
It's a part,
or they just had to put that on as part of a humiliation ritual, or motherfucking had to put it on because that's what the PR team, the label or whatever wanted them to, you know what I'm saying, for the video or some shit.
Part of the industry's twisted games or some sort of humiliation ritual. But that itself is pretty tame compared to what Wayne's rap game offsprings like Young Thug and Playboi Carti have been caught up in. Both dudes
and not only that, for a long time, even still now today, a lot of artists, well, mainly now, not really today because, you know what I'm saying, but there is still some artists probably, or, you know what I'm saying, people in the industry that have stylists and shit. So, and then, you know, a lot of them stylists, either they gonna be a female or they probably gonna be on that spectrum, you know what I'm saying, they might be gay. So yeah, and they gonna have them, you know what I'm saying, where they, or, you know what I'm saying. So yeah,
heavily inspired by Wayne, keep landing in some questionable moments. Like I said in my recent Kanye West video, sometimes you don't need any gematria to decode what's really going on with these artists, but for door number 2, we'll definitely need to crunch some numbers.